Hello, my fishing friends. Your favorite angling expert is here to talk all things fish for a very special day. We're casting our lines into the future, looking at Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, for a detailed forecast across Ireland. Get ready, because this day promises a mix of challenges and incredible rewards. I'm going to share some insider tips based on the latest data to help you make the most of your time on the water. We'll uncover why this particular day will be special for fishing, from weather quirks to lunar magic, and how it all affects our finned friends. First up, let's dive into some tactics for the most active species we expect to see. Based on our research, October 1st looks promising for some key players. For our toothy friends, the pike, autumn is prime time for them to be on the hunt. You'll want to target deeper sections of larger lakes like Lough Derg or Lough Mask, and even the slower stretches of the River Shannon. Look for them lurking around drop-offs along the edges of remaining weed beds or near any structures that provide ambush points. They'll be following bait fish as they gather. For tackle, go aggressive. Large lures are your best bet. Think big, soft plastics, deep-diving crankbaits, or even a classic dead bait presentation on a float rig. Remember, pike are actively feeding to pack on weight before the colder months, so a bold offering can be irresistible. Next, let's talk about bass, our saltwater superstars. Early October can still offer fantastic bass fishing, especially along the more rugged coastlines, such as the Copper Coast. Focus your efforts on deeper channels during low tide, where the fish might be concentrated, and also scout out shallower rough ground where baitfish could be hiding. Lure fishing will be highly effective. Tried and tested options like black minnows or slender, hard, needlefish-style lures are often successful. Don't shy away from fly fishing either, with sand eel imitations working wonders. The moderate southerly breeze we're expecting could push baitfish closer to shore, making these areas feeding hotspots. And for those who love the finesse of freshwater, these hot brown trout will still be active. On lakes like Lough Mask and Lough Derg, concentrate on areas where you see insect activity, even if it's sparse, or where baitfish are schooling. Target drop-offs and any submerged features that offer cover and food. Light spinning gear with small plugs or spinners can be very effective, or if you prefer fly fishing, be ready with some wet flies that imitate general autumn hatches. Natural baits like worms or maggots presented on a light float can also entice a wary trout. Trout will be taking advantage of the cooling, well-oxygenated water, so an accurate presentation is key. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of the conditions for October 1st, 2025. Understanding these factors is what separates a good angler from a great one. The weather. We're looking at a day with average temperatures ranging from 15 to 18 degrees Celsius across Ireland. It's going to be a cloudy day with scattered outbreaks of rain, which will be most frequent in the west and north. The wind will be a moderate to fresh southerly breeze. This southerly wind can bring a slightly milder feel but also contributes to the unsettled conditions. While we don't have a precise atmospheric pressure reading, the general forecast for unsettled conditions suggests fluctuating pressure, which often makes fish a bit more cautious and prone to seeking deeper, more stable water. Water temperature. In the sea, the average water temperature around Dublin and other coastal areas will be around 14 degrees Celsius, possibly ranging from 13 to 14 degrees Celsius at the start of the month. This is a critical temperature for many species. While it's cool, it's not yet freezing, signaling to fish that it's time to feed up before the true cold of winter sets in. Inland waters will also be cooling down but should remain above 10 degrees Celsius, keeping freshwater species active. The moon phase. On October 1st, 2025, we will have a waxing gibbous moon. This means the moon will be between 65 and 72% illuminated. It's about 9.5 days old and will be visible through most of the night sky, rising in the mid-afternoon and high in the eastern sky at sunset. Many anglers, myself included, believe a waxing moon, especially one approaching full, can stimulate fish activity. It's often associated with increased tidal movement in saltwater and a general boost in feeding behavior for many species due to increased ambient light at night. Overall fish activity. In early October, Ireland sees a general shift towards autumn feeding patterns. Predatory fish like pike and bass are often in a feeding frenzy mode, trying to build up reserves for winter. Brown trout also remain active and can be targeted successfully. The salmon and sea trout seasons are winding down on many rivers by the end of September, but some specific rivers still permit sea trout fishing until October 12th, so always check your local regulations, friends. The combination of cooling water and the active moon phase points towards a period of strong, albeit sometimes capricious, feeding. Considering all these factors, I'd give the overall fishing assessment for October 1st as good to challenging. While the unsettled weather, scattered rain and potential pressure fluctuations in the west and north might make conditions a bit tricky and require adaptability, the moderate southerly breeze and, importantly, the active waxing gibbous moon phase are strong positives that favor aggressive feeding from predatory species. Expect active pike and bass and determined brown trout, but be prepared to adjust your tactics to the atmospheric changes. So there you have it, my friends, your comprehensive forecast for October 1st, 2025. I wish you all tight lines and screaming reels. May you have a fantastic day out on the water. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this helpful, subscribe for more expert tips and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for fishing this October? What's your go-to lure or bait when the weather is unsettled? Your insights are invaluable to our community. Until next time, nothing but the best, and I'll catch you on the next one.